Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. I'm almost at 10 subscribers, so go ahead and subscribe. Also like it and comment. Let me know more ideas of what you guys want to know when it comes to SMMA or just internet marketing just in general. So today we're going to go ahead and talk about the perfect appointment close call. This is after you generated the appointment, and then when I first started, I had no idea what to actually say in these calls, and then I would just go in there and point out bad things that they were doing on their website and bad things that they were doing in social media, and that didn't really work out too well. So, after taking a lot of different courses, I put together what really works for me when it comes to the appointment, okay? So at this point, there's 3 phases to it. There's the discovery phase, the value phase, and then the closing phase, okay? So let's go ahead and jump to it right away. Okay, so the first part, the discovery phase. This whole point of the discovery phase is to find out this client is a good fit for you, okay? If they're not a good fit for you at this point, just tell them, hey, this is not gonna work out, and just end in good terms right there. But the first thing you gotta do is obviously build rapport. You just got on the phone with some random person that you never talked to before, or you talked to once when you cold called them or they saw your Loom video. So at this point, you have to build rapport, obviously talk about the weather or whatever it is. Just build good rapport. And then right after you build rapport, and then you want to tell them, hey, let's jump in right into it. But let me go ahead and tell you how this is going to work. The most important thing that you want to do is take authority right from the start. So you have to tell them and set the expectations, frame the call. So I usually say in the next 30 or 45 minutes, I'm going to ask you a few questions. And if it sounds like I could help you, I'll show you exactly a strategy that you guys can go ahead and use. And if it sounds like we can work together, then we'll talk about that as well. That's exactly what I usually say, but obviously find out what, frame the call how you guys like it to, because it has to come out natural, okay? So the third thing you want to do in the discovery phase is identify the current situation and the desired situation. And then lastly, find and sell the gap. If you guys don't know how to do these 2 things, I'll make a different video about it because I don't want this video to be, an hour long. But, these are the most important things in this whole call. You have to identify the current situation and where they want to go. So you have to identify where they are and where they want to go, because you are the reason that's the reason why they're on the phone with you, because they're missing something. They want to get somewhere, okay? So you have to identify what that is, because you're going to go ahead and use that to sell it to them. So for example, you can tell them, they're going to go ahead and tell you, hey, right now, I'm $20,000 a month, or I'm $100,000 a month, and I really should be, and I want to get to, $45,000 a month. So then that's the gap. There's a $45,000 gap. At this point, you're going to tell them, hey, I know that's exactly where you want to get to, but where could you be? You have to make the gap bigger. Where could you be? And then at this point, they'll tell you, hey, I should be really at $175,000 per month. So at this point, you tell them, hey, so we're not talking about $45,000. We're really talking about $75,000 per month. Wow, that is a big gap. How long has this been going on? And then they'll tell you, hey, yeah, I've been at $100,000 for 5 years. And then you exaggerate the problem. So you'll be like, oh my God, 5 years, and then you multiply 5 years times 75,000, and then you get the gap. That's the gap. So at this point, you want to exaggerate the problem, and then you want to bridge to the value phase. After you build rapport, you frame the call, you identify the current situation and desired situation, and you found and sold the gap, you want to go ahead and go to the value phase. And the value phase, this is where things get interesting. This is where they find value in what you have to offer. So at this point, you map out the sales process. That's the first thing I do. So I want to go ahead and understand exactly where they're going wrong, okay? Find the broken piece. So map out the sales process and ask them. Be like, hey, okay, so if I'm a customer, how do your customers reach to you? And how does this process work? And then they'll start telling you, and then at this point, you'll start identifying where they're going wrong, and maybe they don't have enough traffic. Maybe they don't have enough engagement. Maybe they don't get enough appointments. You have to identify what it is, or maybe the salesperson sucks. You have to identify what the problem is so you can go ahead and fix it. And now you have to identify the cost of it, okay? So a good question that I like to ask is like, okay, is there a market that you're missing on? And then they'll usually tell you, like, yeah, to be honest, I'm not getting much millennials, blah, 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 blah. And then I really ask them, like, okay, do you have any idea how much this costing you? So at this point, they'll give you a number, and they'll tell you, hey, yeah, that's costing me, an extra $10,000 in my business. So you write these numbers down, okay? And then at this point, what you want to do is go ahead and actually bridge into the close. Okay, so at this point, we want to go ahead and prescribe our solution, and the solution is your services. So what I usually do is I actually start mapping out the whole process with them. So they tell me what their sales process looks like. I found out where it's broken, like usually it's traffic, or usually they're not capturing any leads. So at this point, if I know that they need more traffic, so I'll show them a strategy to get more traffic. If they're not capturing any leads, I'll show them a strategy of how to capture more leads. If they're not closing their leads or they're not following up with the leads, I'll show them a strategy of how to properly follow up with their leads, right? I already have all of these, campaigns built out. So I can just go ahead and show them and put 2 and 2 together and show them, hey, I think this is what will really work for you, right? So we'll run Facebook ads, we'll run into this landing page, and then if they miss out on this landing page, then we'll go ahead and retarget them, and then we'll go ahead and send them more emails and blah, 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 blah. And then I'll show them exactly and walk them through the whole process. So at this point, I literally asked them, hey, so that's it. Have I earned your business? And at this point, they're usually going to say yes, or they're going to be like, yes, but I have to talk to my wife, or yes, but I have to think about it. So at this point, I have overcome objections, and I close. And if they usually say yes, I'll be like, okay, Visa, MasterCard, Amex, what is it? And then you just close the sale. That's exactly the process of the call. I wanted to keep this video as short as possible. What I'll do is, I'll go ahead and make a video about each stage, because I know there's going to be some people that have questions about it. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment it below. And other than that, guys, my name is Jonathan, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.